Hey, it's your girl Jay Slay, and I'm back with another DIY video. Today we're going to be doing fur slides. So we have some fur fabric, fabric fusion glue, glue sticks, and a glue gun, a box cutter, and a throwaway one-time use sponge. So let's go ahead and get started. So here we have some Fab Lab faux fur that I purchased at Joann's. It's in 9" by 12". All right, so they give you a little bit of fabric, which is perfect for this project. I didn't have to go find the fabric on the sales floor and get them to cut it down. So this one was awesome. It was just enough for what I needed. I bought 2 of those. So what I'm gonna do is start sizing that out on the slide itself to kind of see where I want it to lay. Now the first cut that I make out of the fabric that I have here, I'm gonna make it very small for those ladies who don't like a whole lot of fabric on their slides, or a whole lot of fur on their slides rather. So this one is a very small one. And when I say small, I mean like as far as width goes. Like it's right on point with the width of the slide, no more, no less. So if you don't like a overlay of fur, then this first piece is for you. But what I ended up doing was I like a little dramatic flare of fur on my slides, so I went with a wider cut. But I did want to show you guys a smaller cut just to show you. So I'm going to show you both ways. Alright, so this is what it'll look like with a smaller cut of the faux fur. But for me, I wanted a little bit wider to fit my personality, and plus it just looks better to me. Okay, so my flare girls who like a little more razzle dazzle, this is where I cut the bigger piece of fabric. It's gonna have a little overlay and it's gonna be needed, so just please watch closely here. So as you can see, I'm pointing to where the overlay will be. I'm not gonna fold it in on that side. I'm actually gonna end up folding it in on the opposite side, but I'm just showing you how much overlay there will be. Now this is leftovers from the first cut. Now I'm going in to make the second cut. And what you just saw there was me placing the first cut on this fabric, so I can see exactly how much wider I wanted that fabric to be. So I kind of eyeballed it. I did not use a pen this time to mark where I wanted to cut. I'm kind of pretty decent at eyeballing, but if you are not, please use a pen like I did the first time. So I'm gonna trace the cutout I just made of the wider version of that faux fur for the slides, and trace with my box cutter where I want to cut it. So I'm not using a pen. I'm just gonna use the first one and line it up with the outside and just cut down the other side of where it should be. Now, on the very first slide that I did use a mix of fabric fusion, not fabric. Oh my gosh, fabric fusion and hot glue. Now, with the fabric fusion, I wanted to give it a shot because it worked so well on my DIY fur mirror. But I think the texture on the opposite side of the fur on this fabric is a little bit different from the fabric I used on the DIY mirror, which is why it took a little bit longer for it to dry. So I just went in with my glue gun. It's always clutch for me, honey. So I just went in with that because I'm a little impatient and I wanted it to hurry up and dry. So I just used my hot glue gun. So I take the fabric now that it's fused in with the fabric fusion, and I'm just laying it across the opposite side to kind of see where it should be laying. Then I'm gonna go back with the fabric fusion, my one-time use sponge, and I'm just gonna spread that out a bit. Now, what you'll see here is I'll take some hot glue on the front and the back, a little bit of the side, and I'm just gonna lay that across. I'm gonna press and hold, fluff it up a little bit so I can kind of get an idea what my slides are gonna look like. Yes. Now on the second slide, I completely just use hot glue, just an FYI. I love my hot glue gun. It was about $3 at Walmart. So I'm taking some hot glue and I'm just dragging it across the back of the lining, and I'm just gonna push that overlay in the inside, and you'll see how it lays here. I'm gonna take that hot glue again, and I'm just gonna take the ends that aren't fused yet from the fabric fusion, and I'm just gonna glue it down with the hot glue and press and hold. So I'm gonna push back that fur there and just put a line of hot glue, and then I'm gonna press and hold that side as well with my box cutter because the glue is very hot, so you have to be very careful. So I spread that fur to the back on the opposite side, put some hot glue, and I'm gonna press and hold that down as well. Now once you press and hold, I like to fan the fur back out and then press and hold again. Please be careful with this hot glue gun. You don't want to get on the fabric and you don't want to burn yourself. So please be careful. I'm gonna fuse that other end back down as well with some hot glue. And then I got some glue on my fabric, y'all. But I took it off with the box cutter. All right, so now we're on to the second slide. After you complete the first slide, the second slide is a lot easier and a lot faster because you know where you made mistakes on the first one, so you aren't gonna make them on the second one. So taking hot glue, dragging some glue down the side and across the first piece because I want it to be secured on this side first before I try to place it in the middle and on the opposite side. So press and hold. And then you're just gonna hold it where you just glued it and then take that hot glue across the middle and across the opposite side. Make sure you hit all areas because you really want this to stick. Press and hold. All right, so I'm gonna, charge my glue gun back up with another glue stick and just take care of that other side of the slide. And see, I'm putting a line. I do not want no problems. This is gonna fuse, it's gonna stick. And we want to be secured, okay? It's like your lace front coming up. We can't have your fur coming up like a lace front, okay? I'm just kidding. Now, you're gonna take your hot glue gun because you have a little bit of an overlay in the back. You're gonna put some glue on the back of the fabric. If you got any fur on your hot glue gun, just wipe that off with a paper towel or a rag and just glue the inside of the slides fabric down and just fold it inward. It's very easy. Be careful, again, the hot glue is hot, so don't burn yourself. All right, so just get any of that excess hot glue off of the slide, press and hold it in. All right, and we are done. Fluff them up, slip your feet in them, lotion your feet. We can't be out here ashy in 2020. All right. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. This is your girl, J Slay, and I'll be back with more videos.